enough with that. Look. Offset is in trouble again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, might I just say to you that half of the Hot Topics Bureau meeting is totally on the side of Offset. I can't do it, Cardi. I know that's your man. But Offset, this is your fault. You don't have to agree with me, co-host. Let me just lay down the evidence and then you'll decide, all right? Earlier this week, I told you that Offset smacked the boy's phone out of his hand. Remember we showed you that? They're in Targets in Atlanta. The boy is just some random kid, happens to see somebody who he loves and admires. And you know how people are these days with their cell phones. They're always doing something that you don't necessarily like. But what are you going to do? Smack the phone out of their hand while they have the evidence on their phone to roll to the cops, and then the cops realize that, you know, they can get something from you out of this? Or the kid can? Well, here's what's happened since earlier this week. All right. In Georgia, they just charged Offset, charged him with criminal damage to property, which is a felony. Now, I don't know how much that would be, whether it's if you damage something intentionally, and clearly that was intentional. Over $50, then you get charged, or you know, or $100, $1,000. But what do you? I don't have an iPhone. I don't have it like that, but. Everyone else does, what is that, $800, $1,000? $800.
Yep.
This is what I suggested earlier in the week when we were talking about this, but it was too late. I said to Offset, I said, why didn't you just, after you did that, because the boy was like, here's Offset. Let me see if I can get him. There, see him? See him? He's talking to his people while he's, you know, filming. And Offset took the bait and smashed the phone out of his hand. He didn't want Offset to do that. All he wanted Offset to do was say, you know, say what's up to my social media or whatever. And you might not have wanted to have been on his social media. Certainly that is very intrusive when people do things like that. But, however, seeing as he has the evidence, you should have just paid the boy for the iPhone right then and there. First of all, he shouldn't have, you know, you possess the maturity, seeing as you're a father of 4 with 4 babies' moms. Oh, excuse me, father of 3. Father of 4 with 4 babies' moms.
Yep, 4 and 4.
Okay. Now look, I'm not judging. All I'm saying is that if you are a father of 4 and you are navigating your way through 4 babies' mothers, and we don't hear a lot of rah-rah from the babies' moms camp, it means that Offset does know how to settle beefs and do things properly. You have that in you. So why don't you just give the kid the money and sign him an autograph and say, sorry, you know, I just got off the phone with one of my baby's moms who was having a bad day. Or something like that. All right, that's it. They say that this is Offset's only run-in with the law. Imagine that. I don't know why I was expecting more, but I hate to go off stereotypes.
You run in with
No. Except it's not. I'm about to do that. Can I set up my story?
Yeah.
Talked about this. By the way, Norman is the one of the many who thinks that Offset should not be getting charged, that this is absolutely ridiculous, and the kid is basically jerky for doing this, and so are the laws, which you have better things to do, he's saying, than harass Offset. But no, I think that the law has plenty to do with teaching us how to avoid things like that. First of all, as an adult, you hold your head. And second of all, if you do something foul, see if you can settle it right then and there. That's all. Well, it just so happens that that's not Offset's most recent situation with the law. Well, if you consider gunplay, well, honey, gunplay and no blinker. No blinker. Offset was recently charged with felony gun possession for an incident that happened last summer. Well, here's what happened. This is so stupid, man. Allegedly, Offset changed lanes without using his blinker. I don't know where you live, you might call it a turning signal. Anyway, the cops pulled Offset over for not using the blinker. It was probably near like the end of the month where they gotta get that quota. Always in the beginning of the month, cops are real nice. They let you get away with murder. I mean, not murder, but they let you get away with a lot. You know what I mean? Towards the end of the month, when they're looking at their retirement or their savings or their points with the sergeant, they charge you for spitting a piece of gum on the sidewalk. Anyway, look, so Offset's driving along, right? 3 guns in the car, no blinker. The cops pull him over. I don't know what kind of car he was driving. I don't know whether he was driving fancy or driving rusty. It doesn't even matter. These days, when you're black and you're a young boy or a man, just be ready for anything. Every time you step out of your door, it's horrible. It's a horrible thing that we always have to tell, you know, our men, but we have to do it. I consider myself a lovely woman from Jersey. My father is perfectly civilized, and so is my son. So is my brother-in-law and the men in my family. But every time they step out of the house, you have to remember, you know, pull your hood down, take your hands out, and just be, and mommy's right here. You call me, and I will grab my broom and fly over there. But no, this is a real situation. So no blinker, all right. So then the cops brought him in for that or something or another. There's something criminal going on with Offset with the gunplay. Listen, we've all driven dirty before. Think about it. Excuse me. Whether it's that you had that one last glass of champagne that you probably shouldn't have had, whether it's that you took that Percocet for your pain that your doctor prescribed to you, but you know you shouldn't be taking it while driving, or whether it's that you have that extra roach that you didn't finish. I know my people. And all I'm saying is that sometimes you might smoke with a friend and you might have nothing at home but want to get down on it a little bit later on. So you slip it in your wallet and you just drive home, and then all of a sudden you get stopped. And you go for your license, and what falls out? Point being is that everybody has driven dirty before, and that's not the right thing to do. But when you drive dirty, you drive with your hands on 10 and 2. You use the blinker, and I, of course, don't drive at all. But if you were going to, anyway, Offset, you did this to yourself. So good luck. Do you know who Helena Christensen is? She's a legendary supermodel from back in the day, just a beautiful girl, and she sang in that song. She sang on that song, but all you remember is her with sand on her, with black and white on the beach. Chris Isaacs. Chris Isaacs, sexy. Anyway, so she's 50 years old, and she's on her way into Bella Hadid's jean denim party that I was telling you about the other day. Bella had this party, and Taylor showed up with no denim. Well, anyway, so Bella just turned 23, and here's Helena going into the party. Isn't it weird how when you're 23, you have the nerve to invite a 50-year-old to the party? But she's got the nerve to be so cool that she can get down on it and go. So here she is, 50. She's got on a bustier and a pair of cool-looking jeans and her jacket and stuff. Only thing, her hair looks weird, though, right? That was the only thing I was saying, is that maybe your hair should be pushed down or something. Anyway, never you mind, it's not about the hair. There's a former British Vogue editor. Her name is Alexandra Schulman. Now, Alexandra is 61, and she wrote an article saying that Helena's outfit that she wore to Gigi Hadid's party with the bustier was tacky. Oh. She went on to say, we might like to think that 70 is the new 40 and 50 is the new 30, but our clothes know the true story. Well, so does your neck. Look, everybody can be called to the carpet on something, and it's like as soon as you start to spit fire, you've got to expect fire back. Now, this woman's doing a lot of talking, and you know me. I can wear a civilized, nice, long dress like the White House, but you know I like to get steam, too. And there's a whole brigade of my constituency, whether it's Madonna or Paula Abdul or me doing something, you know, that I'm probably too old to do, but oh well. Nobody's making fun. Listen, you could use a scarf. And clearly she's a natural woman at 61, but here's my thing. I think that this woman said that because she can't do it. And not to say that if you could do it, because there are plenty of 61-year-old women who look great and could wear, or excuse me, Helena's 50, so let's just stick with 50. 50-year-old women who either A, have the confidence to wear a bustier with nothing covering their haunches and their shoulders and stuff. You know, it happens, it happens. But Helena has none of that. She still looks model ready, and she ended up clapping back to this 61-year-old saying, let's continue to elevate and support each other, all you smart, beautiful, sexy, nurturing women out there. So, and clearly, she was being classy about clapping back at this woman. Well, guess who jumped in? Angela Bassett. Look. Angela's not even wearing a bustier, she's just wearing a bra. And she wrote on her social media, hey, Helena, I'll save this outfit so you can wear it 10 years from now. Yeah. It's just the way it goes. Look, dress how you want and live how you want. And lady with the article, I didn't even ask your name. I was only joking about the jokes, but if you're gonna throw jokes, you gotta expect jokes. And by the way, you're a little too cute to be so mean and snarky to Helena Christensen. That's all. She's cute, sure. Let's get real. Let's talk about Salt and Pepper and SWV, and the big alleged fight that they're having. Because I'm about to solve this real quick, and nobody's gonna like it if you don't love Salt and Pepper or SWV. Well, then this is not the story for you. Grab your snack and come on back, hurry up. In the meantime, for everyone else, okay. So the two groups have joined forces for a reality show which started last Tuesday, this past Tuesday?
Past Tuesday.
At 10 o'clock on BET. Who watched it, clap? If you knew it was on, who would be watching, clap? Oh. I mean, I expected more people to clap, like if you knew it was on. I practically threw my soup at Norman, because he's normally my call and remind me man. Only at 10 o'clock, I'm always with Steve Lacy and Dari Alexander on the Fox 5 News. But I would have foregone that.
Right.
I would have gone to Liz Cho on Channel 7 at 11 if I could see an hour of SWV and Salt and Pepper on a reality show. The premise of the show is that the girls, right? The premise of the show is that the cameras are following the girls around as they get ready for their tour. Well, first of all, I'm from that era and I like the idea of this tour. This is something that I would get up and go to. And second of all, SWV's lead singer, Coco, got upset at the idea that Salt and Pepper's Push It be the finale to the concert, as opposed to their own song, you know, one of their own. Now, just take a look and then we'll discuss.
We talked about Push It being the finale.
I don't want to do Push It last.
Why?
I want to do anything.
No, Push It is bigger than anything.
Why can't we maybe alternate some nights? Anything, Push It, because anything is so big.
It is.
We rock the crowd. Come on. It's like,
Push It was bigger.
You're not giving yourself enough credit.
No, we were. Anything is one of our biggest songs, one of ours. But Push It, that was huge. It was ultra crossover.
For them. The bigger picture is I want us to be equal with S&P, and right now it doesn't really feel equal to me. It just seems like S&P is running the show, and you know, SWV is just here for the ride.
It pains me to have to say the following, but I will. SWV, you are no salt and pepper. Both groups have been to this show several times. Both groups have been to my radio show back in the day several times. This is my era, but I'm gonna call it the way I see it. Push It is way bigger than anything. Now, here's the thing, and then I'm not gonna belabor it, I just want you to understand this, okay? Push It is bigger than anything in the white and crossover community. However, anything beats Push It in the black club any day. Oh, you don't understand? Okay, anything. You resurrect, oh, whoa, whoa, dirty bastard. Come on. Come on. Anything is a great song, whether it's just SWV doing it or whether they do a remix of it. Push It was big for Salt and Pepper, as well as Let's Talk About Sex. 2 songs, and I love the S&P catalog, but not those 2 songs. But as a DJ on the radio, I understood what that was doing for black music. That Push It was something that Elvis could play at Z100 and something that Wendy was playing at 98.7 KISS. It was something, you know, that Let's Talk About Sex. I didn't like that song either, but that was one of those public service announcement songs that was on every station across the country. Old people and young people got to know, and all colors, Salt and Pepper, due to those 2 songs and more. So when you say who should end the show, it should definitely be And by the way, most of the people in the Hot Topics meeting had to be reminded who SWV was, which I was insulted by. I was insulted. No, but they didn't cross over, you know? Salt and Pepper did, and that matters. And by the way, I don't think that Push It or anything should end the show. Here's what I think, because I believe fair is fair. You need to end it with What a Man, hold on, because that's Salt and Pepper's song, and they're the headliners on this tour, be clear. But when the En Vogue part comes, SWV, that's when you come out there and you do the En Vogue part. That way, both groups are ending the show. You know? Did that make sense? Thank you. Hey, DJ Booth, can I hear anything, the old dirty bastard? Can I hear all that during the commercial break? Thank you. Booth will play it. So, Juliana Hough, and I love her, she's got a great sense of humor. She's a friend to the show, but I hated her outfit at the Billboard Awards. Only because it looked like to go to a glamorous pool party. I don't know. Anyway, but she's got a good sense of humor. So you remember when Paula Abdul was performing her fantastic set, and she threw the hat, and it, yeah. So Julian, look, and then Paula just walks past her. Paula just walks past her. Later on that night, this is what Juliana posted saying, the result of the honor of being hit in the neck by Paula Abdul's flying hat. Love you, babe. I love that. Thank you for the laughs, for that. Well, that's it for Hot Topics. We're gonna go into a break where we'll be entertained by SWV. In the meantime, we've got more great show for you watching at home. Up next, the very funny Sherry Shepherd is here, so grab a snack and come on back.